Hello, and thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. This is the next in the series of videos regarding the AdExperts business opportunity, and it's one that I'm particularly excited about because it gives me the opportunity to talk about the bigger picture and the potential that this business has for you and your family, your friends, your church, whoever you want to help benefit financially. However, first of all, just want to have a word of warning. If you have not watched the other videos regarding the Home Business Giant, the online magazine, or how the compensation or reward system works within AdExperts, then please stop this video now, because a lot of the information that I'm going to go through now, I'm going to assume that you understand and have seen those videos, because I'm not going to be going into those in any depth whatsoever. Because I just want to make sure that everybody understands what the big picture, and really, I mean, I've put the phrase here, the real opportunity for real leaders, and I want to make sure that I'm emphasizing that. We're talking about people who are going to go out there, find their 3, 4, 5 people, and help those people find their own 3, 4 or 5 people, and then help those people themselves find their own 3, 4 and 5 people. And there are people out there that that will go out and do that, and this is the video for those people. And then in addition to that, I'm going to talk about a totally different business. So at the back of this presentation, I'm going to talk about what I call the big sister opportunity. And once you understand what the big sister opportunity is, you will absolutely start to get busy with AdExperts. Now, both businesses are separate, but they are literally joined at the hip, simply because Daniel Butts, who is the co-developer of AdExperts, has been working on 3, 4, 5 businesses in over recent years, and he's brought 2 of those businesses into the AdExperts umbrella, and further down the line you're going to see a lot more information and a lot more businesses coming from Daniel, but we're just going to talk about the big sister business here, which will just absolutely blow your socks off. But first of all, without any further ado, let's just have a look at the AdExperts business, and let's just see what the real opportunity is for people who just get jiggy with this business. So, as I've already said, once you've bought an advertising package, you'll be automatically placed within a cyclone funnel, and as you filter through that cyclone funnel, you'll then move into a tornado funnel. And hopefully, just by a quick reminder, just showing you how that works. So you come through a cyclone funnel. Once you pop out at the bottom, you'll receive $400 cash. You'll receive funding for another advertising package, and therefore a position in another cyclone funnel. And also you'll receive funding to go into a tornado funnel. And then once you filter through that tornado funnel, you'll also in return receive $7,000 in cash and a funding to go into another tornado funnel. And again, this is how that could then develop. So you start here with one cyclone funnel, you'll end up with another cyclone funnel and a tornado funnel, and that will just then gradually grow as your business starts to develop. And within a really short period of time, you might be surprised to realize that that comes to $22,000. Now, I would strongly suggest that everybody in the world would find an extra $22,000 really useful. However, it doesn't stop there, because as you get the extra funding to go into the different funnels, you will go through the tornado funnels just to infinity. It will just carry on going on and on and on. And the same with the cyclone funnels. Each time you come out of a cyclone funnel, you'll get funding into another cyclone funnel, another ad package to use with the online magazine, and again that will just grow on and on and on. And again, just understand the massive potential. We talked about $22,000 here. Well, you've just created another $21,000 here. So in total, that's $40,000 or more potential earnings just in completing a few funnels, be it cyclone or tornado. Now, in conjunction with that, there's a couple of things I want to talk to you about. The first one is timing. Now, if you're watching this video 2, maybe 3 years down the line, then The business itself may be in a different position. It may have developed into something that is even bigger than the business that I'm talking about now. I'm talking about this business pre-launch. So we're in the pre-launch stage, and at this stage everyone is starting from the same position, and so everyone has the same opportunity to go out there and promote this business and start to pre-build their teams. And there will be some people who will go out with that and create big teams to go into this business, and there'll be other people who will just wait for things to happen around them. The other thing I want to talk about is positioning. Now, very often you'll hear about people saying, I'm in a founder position, or I know the owner of this company, or this is a ground floor opportunity. And a lot of those things may well be true. I'm not saying that they're not. However, what I can absolutely guarantee you is that by joining our team, you are literally at the top of this opportunity. And the reason I can say that is because my direct sponsor is the third person within this business, and therefore everybody who comes into our team will be automatically placed within. If you can imagine these funnels here, this is where my direct sponsor is. I will be within this same funnel, and people who join our teams will be within these funnels here. And as you can imagine, as soon as the floodgates open and people start to pile into this business, you will be automatically pushed through these funnels so long as you get yourself qualified with your two people. So there will be what is often called overspill or overfill, I suppose, as far as the funnel is concerned, but you will be naturally pushed through these funnels so long as you get yourself qualified with your two people, and those in turn also bring in their own two people, and so on and so on. So please understand, there is huge opportunity in the timing and the positioning that we are able to provide for you. However, all of that will be absolutely meaningless unless you decide to take the massive action that this sort of income would allow you to create. And by massive action I mean go out there and find 3, 4 and 5 people. Show them these videos, show them this website, get them excited, get them understanding how the business works, get them understanding the mathematics of the business. And basically just do what it takes to get those people into your business, and then help them do what it takes to get people into their business. And if you take massive action over the next few weeks and months, then potentially the earnings that you're going to be generating are just going to be absolutely life-changing. Okay, so I've rambled on enough there as far as the AdExperts business is concerned. So you can see that there's huge opportunity as far as the advertising credits are concerned, and a massive opportunity as far as the funnel and the compensation plan is concerned. So we're now going to move over onto the next business opportunity, and it's what we're calling the big sister opportunity. Now I'm in contact with Daniel via Skype, and we've had a number of discussions about this opportunity. Now it's I've put here that it's top secret. It isn't top secret. However, he's asked me to just keep some of the details under wraps because he's still in the process of just finalising certain aspects of it. But this will launch within about 30 days of the start of AdExperts. So we're talking about towards the end of September, beginning of October. And then a number of months after that, he's then going to launch the next part of this business. But I think you'll understand as I go through this business that actually it is really, really familiar. However, whilst it may be a familiar business model, what won't be familiar is how the reward system is going to be paid to you. So, guess what? Here we are. This is what we're going to call Funnel A. Does that sound familiar? And as you can see, the funnel A is filled up in the same way that we talked about the cyclone funnel in an earlier program, if you remember in the earlier videos. Now there will be a substantial product that you are going to purchase in order to get into funnel A. However, the reward for that is that as you pop out at the bottom of here, you're going to receive $10,000 in cash straight into your bank account. You are also going to have automatic funding for an offshore banking facility with an international debit card, and that is going to be critical, because believe you me, the sorts of incomes that you're going to be starting to generate through AdExperts and the big sister program will mean that you will need this offshore banking, because your regular bank, you will have difficulties in transferring the sums of monies that we're talking about. And then also, as you come out of funnel A, you will be automatically funded into a spot into what we're calling funnel B. Okay, so I've given you the headline. Let's understand how the maths are going to work. So these are the maths. In order to fund your position, fund the earnings, this is what's going to happen. You're going to have 8 spots at the top of funnel A, and those spots are going to be worth $7,000 each. Now the $7,000 are going to be easily transferable from your AdExperts back office. So as you can see, we're talking about making sure that your AdExperts business gets to the tornado stage as quickly as possible, because you are absolutely going to want to make sure that you are able to purchase this product and get into this funnel business for the big sister. As I've said to you before, the person at the bottom is going to receive $10,000 in cash. They're also going to receive offshore banking of approximately $6,000 worth of value, and you're also going to receive funding into the B funnel, which is going to be worth around about $40,000. And as you can see, the total of that is the same value as the funding that goes into the top of funnel A. And as with the cyclone funnel, as you can imagine, it splits, creating more opportunities for people to get involved with funnel A, or the big sister opportunity, and more opportunities for people to earn those $10,000 paydays. Again, the more people who are earning through funnel A means that they are going to have more people coming through and moving into funnel B. And this is funnel B. Now just look at what funnel B is going to produce for you. Funnel B is going to provide you with $100,000 in cash, and it's going to provide funding into another B funnel, so you'll be able to repeatedly earn $100,000 in cash as you move through a series of funnel Bs. But whoa, how on earth are you going to get from $7,000 into $100,000? Well, this is the maths. Each person, as I've said, is going to be funding their position into funnel B with $40,000, which creates $60,000 at the top here. Each person is going to receive $100,000 at the bottom of the funnel, and they are also going to receive funding into another B funnel. Add that all together, it comes to $140,000, and look, that is where the profit comes into the big sister company. Now, a lot of these numbers that I'm talking about here are approximations at this stage. However, Daniel is absolutely keen that he has a funnel B that produces $100,000 paydays. Okay. However, the way that we're going to get to those, and as how much is the funding is going to be, those are the details that will be released during the coming weeks. However, the same principle, exactly the same principle as with the tornado funnel splitted, is that a word? The tornado funnel split, and the B funnel will split, again creating additional opportunities for more and more people to be able to have those $100,000 paydays. Okay, so a massive amount of information that I've gone through there, and certainly food for thought, and hopefully you can now see why it is really important that you really get a grip of your business and start to find those 3, 4 and 5 people, get them to watch these videos, get them to watch the website, get them involved, and hopefully we will meet up with each other as we progress through the various cyclone, tornadoes, A and B funnels. And I'll look forward to catching up with you and understanding and hearing of all your successes. Take care now, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.